Who has been your favourite plinth there so far? And do you prefer people who just sit there, almost like their sculpture, or those that try to entertain and interact with the people in the square?
I don't have favourites, because I can't. And I don't mean that like Pope's. I think that you have to, in a way, think of this as a total thing. In a way, there's no point in taking one person out and saying, different parts of me might get like pleasure or be activated by different things. But there was a lady up last week before, she didn't do anything, but she was very, very beautifully dressed. She just had a long white dress, and she just stood there, and I think that may be the most difficult and also one of the most beautiful things to do, to actually say the condition of a statue is stillness. I'm going to try to be as still as I can, but I'm also going to try and be, in a way, beautiful. I'm going to try to be a beautiful thing to look at. I think that the most intriguing thing is that actually perhaps that's very difficult to do in circumstances, because there is this other thing that you're not just in space. You're also occupying other people's time, and that responsibility of, in a sense, acknowledging the fact that there are other people's lives that are in a way giving you attention I think that some of the people that have responded to that have been really, really amazing. So that guy called Jam, or James, who he pretended that he was William IV, and he came up. He was dressed ordinarily, but he had a paper crown on, and he kind of gave his history lesson for a whole hour about how, William IV, he sort of he liked drinking, and he had his mistress, and he had about 10 children by the mistress, and then he decided, the old queen was getting a bit old, and he decided that he had to get a wife, and he found Empress, whatever, Eugenie from Saxe-Coburg. But he was sort of telling this whole story, but as if it was just, him, as William IV, sort of having to explain his life to people in the square, and he was doing a very, very lovely bit of interaction. So I think, for me, the most lovely things have been where people have, somehow thought quite carefully about what they're going to do, felt comfortable about it, but then also been happy to interact with in a way, that dimension of, I suppose, being in a shared space, being in a collective space. I don't know if you saw that chat. I think it's in week 3. He just said, I've got a few things that I really love that I want to share with you, and he just had this ghetto blast, and he turned it on, and it was sort of Eastern type trancey music, and he just danced for about 55 minutes, and then ended up giving this qigong lesson. But it was so generous and unself-conscious, and very quite what it was just about conveying pleasure, and it was really lovely, really lovely. But anyway, I love them all. I think it's incredible that people want to do it at all. Because it takes a lot of guts, I think.